Assalamu alaikum, the name is Abdallah, and again welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping well, keeping safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share at the end of this video. On today's video, the topic that I'll be talking about is traditional Sudanese food. Remember, I've done a video before on that, but I want to make more of an update video. Because unfortunately the video that I had previously, there was something wrong with it, so I had to delete it, and really pretty much now I'm just redoing the video, but again with no updated information that I got. Not a lot of people outside of Sudan know that the Sudanese food can be delicious, but again very tasty. One of the first well-known Sudanese food that the Sudanese people eat today is asida, which in English is porridge. And this porridge can only be eaten in lunch, and here's the photo here. One of the second one known traditional Sudanese food is food madammas. Food madammas can be eaten in lunch and dinner. As a side note, when people eat the food madammas, they put falafel, which is in Arabic islamia, and also they throw in a bit of the white cheese, and then they put it all together. And also above all of that, they either put in the olive oil or olive oil or any other type of oil specifically. So these type of food can only be eaten in lunch and supper, and sometimes people eat it from day-to-day basis. For us, we eat it daily. So this is how the traditional Sudanese food is. So when it comes to the lunch, at lunchtime, we either eat food or even something else, asida. One of the third well-known Sudanese food today is Korasa. Korasa can be known by, in English, it's pancake, but it's very spongy, versatile, soft, and even it looks like a flatbread. But again, it's very delicious. But again, so this type of Korasa can be eaten either in lunch or even supper or even dinner. So it's kind of like this Korasa can act like bread, especially the time when say for instance if you go shopping and you forget to buy bread and you have the recipes to do the Korasa can be done like that. It's a sort of like pancake, but again it's very, like I said before, it's spongy, soft, and very versatile. So this type of Korasa is very well known in Sudan today. A lot of people like to eat it, especially for dinner, and sometimes even like breakfast in the morning with milk or even tea. So it really depends on everyone's taste. So other type of bread pancake that I forgot to mention is kisra. Kisra can be eaten in either lunch or even dinner. The kisra is very, how can I say, it's very soft, but again very thin in how it is done, and I'll show an image here. At least you get a perspective of how the kisra is. But today in Sudan, a lot of people do eat the kisra specifically for dinner. The fourth type of Sudanese food that Sudanese people eat today is Kammonia. Kammonia came from Egypt and Tunisia, and then the Kammonia, that food recipe specifically, came down to Sudan, and now Sudan, it became a part of traditional Sudanese food that Sudanese people eat today. The Kammonia itself is just pretty much, it's a mixture of meat and all the other stuff that I don't like to eat. Generally speaking, we've never, like in our household here, we've never learned to eat the Kammonia for lunch, because not a lot of people do know it, like me and other people. But again, the Kammonia is very well known in Sudan. And after I mentioned 4 types of traditional Sudanese food that Sudanese people eat today, now I'll be mentioning 2 types of traditional Sudanese dessert that Sudanese people do eat. The first Sudanese traditional dessert is a Basbousa. Basbousa can be known as a very sweet taste of cake. This Basbousa can also have a nut on top of it, or it can kind of give it that extra like crunchy taste when you eat it. The second one on traditional Sudanese dessert is sharia. Sharia can be known as in English, it's a very thin noodles, but again it's very sugary in taste. The sharia can be eaten either after lunch or even maybe sometimes after dinner. It depends on everyone's taste on when they eat it, after dinner or even lunch. This type of sharia is very well known in Sudan. It's very tasty, but again it's delicious. I'll show an image here, and the sharia is can also be a mixture of a mixture sometimes of milk or even sugar itself. The reason why I created this video today is because, as I said before, I always want to send a positive message when it comes to showing you positive information about Sudan. And specifically today, I've done a more of an updated video on traditional Sudanese food dishes. Remember, in the past I used to have that video, but unfortunately the video itself has some kind of default, so I had to redo it again. But again, it made me learn more about my country when I talked about this traditional Sudanese food. As I was doing research, I kind of gathered some information, and then now I've done the video, and I really do hope you learned something new from this video today. If you have reached this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Before I end the video on a positive note, always know that you can always achieve your goal. Stay positive, stay motivated, and inshallah, should see you all again soon. Assalamu alaikum.